Good afternoon, Simmons College. This is Hope coming to you live from downtown Boston with Erin in the studio.
Hello.
It's rainy, and as I normally say, it is always rainy when I have econ. I don't have econ, but it's still rainy. God knows why. And yeah.
Hello, listeners. I agree that it's always rainy on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's a weird pattern. My roommate always says, "Why does it always rain on Tuesdays here?" And I agree with that.
That's usually what I say. All right. So, how was your day today? You don't have social work today. You have
Boston class.
I knew that. Every week. I'm going to get it down at some point.
This morning I worked on my Boston final project, and then I went to my Boston class, and then I worked a little more on it, and then I went to a scholarship thank you note writing party where they had free coffee and munchkins, which I was very happy to see and eat. And I just wrote a quick thank you note for my scholarship, and here we are.
What was my day like? That's good. What scholarship did you get?
It was called like the Amelia Hawes Scholarship,
Amelia?
I think.
Amelia?
It was Emelia.
Amelia.
Amelia, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's still Amelia.
Yeah. But that was cool. I just wrote like, "Hi, I'm Erin. I'm majoring in Spanish and social work. Thanks for the scholarship."
Thanks for funding my college career.
Simmons is great.
Simmons. Is she a Simmons student or alum? Not student. Obviously, I hope she's on
I would
student paying for you.
I would assume that that's where most scholarships come from, but I'm not sure exactly. Maybe she knew somebody who went to Simmons. Some people like start scholarship funds if they had a loved one go to a school and then the loved one pass away, and then they do that. So I'm not sure. I just thanked her, said Simmons is good, said I'm going to an abroad class in Spain with Simmons this summer.
Aw.
So hopefully she'll
I'm
enjoy
sure she'll
that.
love that. Was it specifically for Spanish majors?
No, they didn't say what the scholarship was. They just had a really big list of everyone's name who was there and the scholarship they had. They didn't say, like, because these weren't scholarships that people applied to. It was just ones that you get. So
Okay.
I don't know if it was, like, for Spanish people, for social work people, for anything in particular.
Nice.
But, yeah.
What did I do today? I had American politics as usual on Wednesday, and then I went back to my dorm and did some research for the econ paper me and Erin have. Erin's done, but whatever. It's not due till Monday. God knows why she finished it. Yeah, but I'm doing research for that. I'm starting it, and I was actually with Jess, my friend Jess, last night, and she's like, "Wow, you're so ahead of the game. Research already? Wow." It's like, okay, yeah, I'm ahead of the game, apparently. Yeah.
It was interesting to read the Donald Trump articles about econ, because after the election, our econ teacher said she wanted us to put in things about what Trump was suggesting and like the future of the country's economy, and I didn't have that in my paper before, so I enjoyed like reading the articles about what his plans are, which ones are more likely than others, what the effects will be.
I was reading the Trump articles and other articles from different presidents. So, like, mainly focusing on, like, Obama and the economy and Bush and the economy and how, like, their elections affected the economy in the night. Because, like, when Trump was elected, the Dow Jones fell. But in every election, apparently, the Dow Jones always falls on election night because of the uncertainty. The Dow Jones relies on certain stability, and like investors don't want to invest when the political climate's in free fall.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting that professor said if the economy's like not as good as people want it to be, then the opposite political party will be elected, because it was surprising to a lot of people that Trump was elected, but she said that it does make sense. And my dad said there's almost never been 3 consecutive terms of a president of the same political party, so we obviously just had 2 terms of a Democrat. And so if the trend continues, which it did, we're having a Republican.
Right. What else? Yeah. So like she said that in the year of the election, if there's 2 quarters of negative growth, then the next party will be the opposite.
Yeah, because
So,
people just want
It would
a
make sense because, like,
change.
I'm writing my paper as if the recession is coming
Uh-huh.
because the political climate the economic climate actually looks very similar to what happened in 2007 going into 2008.
Mhm.
I'm trying to look into the housing sector and how that's affected now, but it is showing similar patterns to how 2008 started. Like GDP is showing an upward trend, but it is as low as it was, or as high as it was, which is like 5%, when 2007 ended.
Mhm.
And then from there, it dropped dramatically. And even during that recession, it spiked and went down really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then with unemployment, it shows that it's gonna continue going down, but it's only at the same rate as it was pre 2008.
Mhm.
So like we're on such a slow recovery from what happened in 2008 that I think it is very easy to fall back into recession and that cyclical
Unemployment.
unemployment, cyclical growth.
Yeah, like not enough growth. I'm
Yeah.
saying that we had a recovery after the recession, but now our growth and unemployment are not enough. That's
But
kind
like
of
there
my
almost
thesis.
wasn't a recovery after the recession, because if you look at the unemployment rate, which got as high as 9%, and that is
Mhm.
only for U3 unemployment, which is only considering those who are unemployed and looking for a job, doesn't include those who are part-time and don't want that job, those who are marginally attached, taking care of family, not looking, and those discouraged workers.
Mhm.
So U3 is 9%. U6 was close to like 30%.
Yeah,
is what
it's
I
always
found.
way higher.
And also something similar is I went to the budget page for the White House and like Congress, government. So I
Mhm.
went to their budget page, and actually there is a deficit of nearly $414 billion
Wow.
between what we are spending and what we are making.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened in Bush's years.
Yeah.
Same amount we're spending. And it just looks like we're either not recovering or it's still going to happen again.
Yeah, it was interesting. What I found interesting, what she said, is that pretty much no president, no governor can ever raise taxes. People just won't go for it. And like, I think that
No.
you need to sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
especially
where is
in
it
the
going to
case
come
of Social
from?
Security. I don't know. When we talked about Social Security yesterday in class.
Mm-hmm. And Medicare too.
In Medicare.
Similar thing.
What
but
I didn't understand about that is how we are still paying into Medicare when Obamacare is still a thing. Like, think we
Yeah.
should pick one or the other.
Yeah.
I don't think we should be funding both.
Mm-hmm.
I know insurance is privatized, so I think even with that, we can still have elements of Obamacare in Medicare.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we should be doing both because it makes no sense and the budget is so large
Mm-hmm.
and spent towards that. So, and that and Social Security. And I'm just mad about that because we're getting money taken out of our paychecks every week and it's going into a program we're not going to have.
Yeah, it's scary to think about when we retire because we might not have money.
We might not ever retire.
Yeah.
Like, people were saying the solutions like, oh, we change the benefits. Oh, we change the retirement age. Like, I don't know. I don't know many 75-year-olds who could still do a job.
Mm-hmm.
There are some, and
Also,
I know, like,
in a lot of places of work, people are kind of pushed out when they reach a certain age.
Yeah, once you reach 65, they don't want you anymore because, especially for, like, teachers, your tenure just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and they don't want to pay you that long.
Yeah, my aunt worked in the John Hancock, which is like, she was a secretary, but it's an insurance company. And her work was kind of her life. Like, she didn't marry or have children. Like,
Oh, geez.
and she got really close to the people there. She would, like, eat all her meals in Boston. She just, like, liked that. She liked her job. She liked everything about it. But when she turned 65, like, they loved her, but financially they didn't want her to work there anymore. Yeah.
Right.
And she was, like, she was devastated, but, like, she had to retire. And
because they force you into retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think, now that we live so much longer, I don't think Social Security can continue on the path it's on. I do not think it's going to be here when we are 65 and want to claim it. It will not be here.
Yeah.
Regardless of if we decrease what we give, it's still, okay, maybe it won't happen the next 20 years, but it's still going to happen decades along.
Yeah.
And it's just, I also thought it was interesting that our professor said that the population of elderly and the older generations are outnumbering the younger ones. And I actually wanted to look into like birth rates and stuff and how that happens. Because like we keep hearing about the population growing and growing and growing. And I thought it was always because of like we're having so many kids and people want population control. It's actually because people are living so much longer.
Yeah, yeah. I think our generation might be smaller because like millennials have less kids. You know, they marry later. They focus more on work. Like, you know, like the image of like the family in the 50s is, I think, of like more kids.
Yeah, the baby boomers.
Yeah.
But I think before then was actually like similar to our generation where like less kids, more work, getting things done.
Yeah.
And I think that's interesting to compare because it's just like, it seems just like a cycle. Like we keep going through the same years. The fashion comes back from it.
Yeah.
And the same like sort of attitude.
Yeah, they say
the
fashion like
recycles
every 40 years, which I think is cool.
Like during the 1920s, like people weren't having as many kids. It was about prohibition, so we have that. So like it's moving a political reform and just focusing on work and not necessarily a family life.
Exactly.
Hopefully we don't go into war to fix it again.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I don't know. I get really angry when we talk about the budget in class just because of like what happened in 2008 and just how we can see like these things are not sustainable and we keep putting money towards them.
I know. I agree.
I was also shocked to learn that in the 1930s, FDR put into place what was the act called? The Goldman-Siegel Act? Glass-Steagall Act, which prohibited banks from investing in the private sector.
Using people's savings.
Right, using people's savings to invest and get more money for the bank. And Bill Clinton actually repealed that in 1999. And I was shocked because Bill Clinton was like, the economy's stupid. Well, it's the economy's stupid. Why are you repealing that? Like, obviously, if you're not looking back to what that law did and how it has helped, I don't know why you would ever repeal that.
It seemed like a non-controversial law, like
that he just
that
decided
people would just have. And I was like, when we read that, I was like, why would you repeal that? It's so good.
I'm so mad.
It's like there's nothing controversial about it, I feel like.
I mean, I can get that banks want to invest, but like obviously it's
not their money.
Protection.
It's people's money. Yeah,
Wells Fargo was actually caught in creating like over 5,000 different accounts in people's names to get like their sales records up. And my loan is through Wells Fargo and it's just crazy.
Oh my gosh, nerve-wracking.
Yeah, so I'm just mad about the economy. It's the economy.
The economy, the dismal science.
Yeah, the only reason I want to keep doing the economics, but
you should. You're good at it.
I'm not good at it. I'm really bad. I'm so bad at it. I probably have a C.
Nah,
I just get angry.
Sure you're good. Well, it's good if you're interested in it, even if you don't get perfect grades. I think it's more important to be interested in something.
Yeah. I probably might do what that girl did in our class. One girl in our class is taking it for fun. Yeah, I might do that for fun.
She still has to write the paper, though. Even though she's not getting a grade in the class.
I would just take the grade. I'll just take 6 classes. It's fine. Yeah. I don't know. What else? This weekend, like during break, I saw on Thanksgiving night, I watched the new Disney Princess movie, Moana.
Yeah, I want to see that. My sister saw it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And like, this is, I don't know why. I don't know. It's revolutionizing because she doesn't have a love interest. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. They shouldn't have a love interest, but it was just so inspiring.
Is it in Hawaii?
The girl who plays Moana is from Hawaii, but it takes place just in the Polynesian islands somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah. Lin-Manuel wrote the songs for it.
So cool.
So, it's really good. I actually have some of the songs today to play.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
like
we
one or
listen
two.
to it.
Yeah, it's so good. I loved it so much. It was just really inspiring. And, like, I had this presentation due for my Boston course on Monday, and I watched this movie Thursday, and I'm like, watching it, and she's like, gonna be my own person. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do this. No one can stop me. And I'm just like, yeah, I should do my PowerPoint. Just like, yeah, that's really inspiring.
Inspires me to do my work.
Yeah, exactly. It inspired me to like be more certain with my major, and yeah, because I just switching to public relations and market communications with a minor in political science.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll be Disney's PR person. That'd
be so cool.
That'd be so cool. You get free tickets to Disney. That's so cool.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah. So, on that note, we're going to go into Spencer's Corner. He gave me a different song, but I picked this song originally because he was playing it over the weekend. It is The Longest Time by Billy Joel.
Oh, I love the song. My cousin's a cappella group sang it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, but his dad was listening to like a Billy Joel soundtrack, and he just started playing it. So I'm
so excited. I love this.
All right, so here's all right, and we're back. That was Spencer's Corner this week. Yeah.
Good choice, Spencer. I liked it.
My choice, really, but whatever.
Okay, good choice, Hope.
It's Hope's Corner this week. He just likes the song, so
yes,
you know.
Yes.
All right, I had some jokes for you.
Yay.
Some winter-themed jokes, despite the fact it's just cold and there's no snow, and I'm just mad.
Yeah.
It was like 50 this morning, and I'm like, yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
Stay
it's
this
so
the whole
sporadic.
day.
It's so sporadic.
I know, it's so weird.
I also think some of the classrooms here still have air conditioning on, and I'm not thrilled about it.
My building doesn't even have air conditioning on, and I still have my fan on 'cause it's
Oh,
so
I
hot.
know. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
It gets so stuffy in Simmons Hall.
Oh, I know. You're
Yeah.
literally always there. Erin does not live in my hall, but she is always there.
Yeah,
not with
I
me,
like
just
Simmons.
her own being. Why? It's not nice.
My peeps are there.
My peeps.
My peeps.
Jeez. All right. What 8 letters can you find in water from the Arctic Ocean?
8 letters. And Antarctica?
Nope. H2O.
Wait, what? 8 letters?
H2O. Like H, the letter.
Yes.
To the letter O.
Oh, nice. Like H-I-D-K. Now I get it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm blonde. It takes me a minute for these jokes, but they are funny.
That was really
I like
bad.
that.
Oh, what else I got for you? What do you call a reindeer with no eyes?
Reindeer.
Nope, I have no idea.
What do you call a fish with no eyes? Fish.
Yep.
I like those
I have
jokes.
some bad ones, but I'm not going to say them because they're really offensive. Okay, I'll say one.
Okay.
I have to think about it. Sally has no arms. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not Sally.
That's a funny one.
It's bad. There's like those cringy ones where you're like, okay, this guy with no arms, no legs is out in the ocean. What do you call him? Bob.
Oh, jeez.
Or like, there's a guy with no arms, no legs laying on your door. What do you call him?
What?
Matt.
Matt. Oh, jeez. Those are funny, though.
They're so bad, though. They're cringy.
Yes.
Yeah. So here at Simmons College, we have a blood drive coming up on Monday.
Oh.
Are you donating?
What time is it at? I didn't know this.
It's going to be from 10:30 to 3:30.
Okay, maybe.
You can still sign up online.
Okay.
Yep. I signed up for the 2:30 slot. I gave blood back in June for the American Red Cross. And I did not receive my donor card. And apparently they don't send it if it's your first time donating. Because I have a friend who donated once and she didn't get it until after her second time doing it.
Yeah, my dad donates all the time. He's gotten all kinds of things from them. He gets like t-shirts. They want him to donate platelets because he has AB blood, which is the rarest type.
I don't even know what kind of blood I have.
I don't either.
They won't send me my donor card.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just giving blood.
Maybe you could check your birth certificate, but I'm not even sure if it's on there.
No.
Yeah.
I have my birth certificate. It's not.
Yeah.
They should.
Yeah. I want to do that, though. I was going to donate in July, but I got sick that day, so it wouldn't have been a good idea. It was just a cold, but, like, it's not good to, like, make yourself weak when...
I almost passed out the first time I did it.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried that would happen to me.
It's not that bad, though. Like, them putting in the needle in, it's not scary. I just, watched a little bit of Netflix. It didn't take that long, though, because I apparently was squeezing, way too hard. So it went, really fast out of me. Because they give you, a stress ball toy to squeeze on. And it went, really quick out of me. It was probably, 10 minutes. And then suddenly I just started feeling lightheaded. They took the needle out. And I'm like, oh, my God, you guys didn't get enough. And they're like, honey, we almost got 2 bags.
My grandfather, when he was in the army, he was in World War II for something. But
nice. So was my great-grandfather.
Oh, cool.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. But they were paying soldiers to give blood, and, they weren't really regulating it. And so my grandfather's friend donated 3 times in one day because he wanted the money.
God.
So now they don't pay people anymore. They give you a gift card, or they just give you a snack or nothing at all.
Yeah,
or maybe
a
t-shirt or something.
Oh my God, when I did it in June, I was still in high school, so I didn't want to go back to class.
Yeah.
So I just what did I do? I sat down there and ate snacks.
Yeah.
One, I was about to pass out, so I had me a little juice box, and they had those you remember those, they're called, grips, and they're, in that little red bag. I had the Cheez-Its one. They're, little Cheez-Its.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good. I had that and juice, and I was just a happy camper, and I was very weak.
My dad, when he does it, the maximum you can do, it's either every 4 months or every 3 months, but,
for men only, because women have to wait at
women have to do more. Wait more.
16 weeks, I think.
Yeah. But he comes home and he's like, you guys want to see something? We're like, okay. And we'll be eating dinner, and he pulls it up and he has this gross Band-Aid with blood on it. And I'm like, Dad, put that away. We're eating. My mom's like, Jim, stop it.
Jim. Jeez.
He's like, what? I did something good. I'm saving somebody's life with this.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do want to do it, though. I'm going to try and do it.
Yeah.
I have class at 11 and work after, but maybe I can go at 10:30.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I know. I have class until 2. I could do it at 10, but I don't want to spend an hour between classes. And it ends at my class ends at 1:50, so I can walk down there, get something to eat.
Yeah.
You eat a good thing to do, because you need high iron for it, and they say when girls' time is a month, you can't give because your iron's depleted. I did in June. So what you do is you just eat a crap ton of spinach.
Oh, I already do that. I'm in good shape then.
Yeah, ups your iron like crazy.
Yeah.
You have to have
I also
good
take iron vitamins, but I usually forget.
Yeah.
They're not prescribed. My doctor said it's good for girls our age to take them.
Yeah.
So you can just casually take them whenever you remember. So if I do it, I'll take them that day.
Oh crap, did I remember my medicine this morning? I don't think I did, but oh well. Darn.
Well, that'd be something good to do. I'm glad. They had it in my high school, but I think it just it never worked out.
Really?
They
did it at my high school every year.
Yeah.
I would only able to do it my senior year, though, because it was either the day before my birthday or way before my birthday. I think it was the day before my birthday on my junior year, and you have to be at least
17.
You have to be
16 with consent.
16 with consent, 18 with
with you.
Okay, so maybe okay, so I could do it my senior year. Okay, yeah. I could only do it my senior year, and it was a good experience. There was a lot of people who got turned away because they were too small to do it.
Yeah, you have to be, I think, 110 pounds, so
at least, and it has to match up with your height. So if you're short, you need to weigh more. If you're taller, you still need if you just need to weigh.
Yeah, my dad was
always.
telling me that I should check the website before, because I'm skinny for my height.
Yeah, and you might get turned away because they don't want to take it out of you.
Yeah, and I have fainted a few times because
Oh jeez, Erin.
We'll see. Stay tuned.
No. Yeah, we'll see if we
tuned.
donate blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a really cool experience. I was watching Once Upon a Time, and it just went really quickly. And
Good.
when I said I'm feeling weak, and they just it was out immediately. They took it out and took my stress ball out. They laid me down and put a paper towel on my head up to my feet, so it would all go to my head to make me feel better. So that was cool. I laid down there for a little bit. And it was just in the band room.
Yeah. They did it in the gym in my high school. You could look in the window and see people It looked like they were on stretchers. Like,
yeah.
it was you had to know what they were doing, else you would have thought that there was like a makeshift hospital going on in our gym.
Oh my gosh. Basically, that's basically what's happening.
Yeah, that is what they do at hospitals.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
You know.
There's like they set up like little offices with like the mats.
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
use in gym.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, here we're gonna test your iron. I just need to prick your finger and like, okay, enter your information. And they have you take this test. Have you visited a country that has had Zika in the past like 3 months? And like, I had friends who had gone to Puerto Rico with an AP Spanish trip. I didn't go. But like they signed up to give blood and they're like saw that question on the quiz and they're like, I can't do it.
Yeah, Zika just became like not a grave threat anymore.
Yeah. I was surprised Puerto Rico had it. But like
they have it in Florida even, so you know Puerto Rico's going to have it. They're
even farther down. You're right.
Yeah. My Spanish teacher wasn't going to go to Colombia this summer because of Zika, cuz she just had a kid, she wants to have more kids, but in July they like declared it not a global threat anymore, so she was able to go. It was interesting.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, the Hispanic world, Fidel Castro died.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing. I saw that on Saturday.
I didn't realize it Monday.
He died. He died in like the middle of the night. It was like between days.
Okay.
So, like,
yeah. But Fidel Castro is dead. I mean, he's not the ruler anymore, but there was a lot.
There were a lot of people rejoicing, but like he's not in power. So it's like I feel like
he did a lot of bad things. Yeah. But, so it's good that he's gone. Just those people, but he also is not in charge. But Raul also said he would step down in 2018.
Oh, he did? I didn't see this. Wow.
We
for
talked about it in my
or for somebody else?
I don't know. I just heard about it in my political science course, and someone like pulled up the article and said like this is what Raul said. He's gonna step down in 2018 because he's also up there in age.
Cuba's interesting. Do you know exactly how old Raul is?
No, but we can look it up.
Cuba. I would love to go to Cuba, especially now that it's like more free.
Do you think Trump will help those connections?
I don't.
Do you think Obama helped those connections?
I do. I support what Obama did with it. I think.
How old is Raul?
I didn't think we needed like all this blocking. Well, I see why he did it, of course, but
right.
I think it was making the people suffer more than the leader, and I think there were like a lot of families being separated, all that.
Yeah. He's 85 years old, and he was born June 3rd. My birthday is June 2nd.
Oh, nice.
Raul, me and you, buddy. Birthday week. My family is actually like, my mom was born June 1st. I was supposed to be born June 1st. I'm born June 2nd. And then my brother and sister are June 4th. So Raul fits right in there.
That's cool. My cousins on my Nana's side, we all have birthdays within 3 months, so we have a joint birthday party.
Oh, that's
There's 5 of us. My grandma loves it.
I love birthday parties.
Yeah.
I dig them.
Same.
Yeah. So we talked about blood, Raul.
Yes.
No. Oh, so apparently for Lola's Spanish class, the other 245 Spanish class that Erin and I are both in, they had to watch La Historia Oficial. Did we have to watch that?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's the movie I watched I watched this movie in my Spanish 5 class, and it's about the
Wait, was Spanish 5 not AP for you?
No, we had Spanish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we had AP.
Oh, Spanish 5 was AP for us.
Yeah.
I'm just confused. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. Well, that's all I had to say. It's about the disappeared in Argentina.
Yeah,
and
we watched Cautiva. It's about a girl who like she's in high school, and like somebody comes to her school one day and they call her to the office and she's like, "What's this about?" And they won't tell her. And then they think her parents might not be her biological parents, and it turns out that they're not. And both are, unlike La Historia Oficial, which is where the mother doesn't know that the daughter was taken from
but the dad
a family.
does.
Yeah.
Her parents knew?
Yeah, they knew. Sorry. Mind freeze.
It's fine.
Yeah, it was ugly. And then but So a lot of kids that happens to in Argentina, they're mad at their parents obviously, but they do end up like staying with them and not. They may have relationships with their biological grandparents, but like if the parents have been good to them, and a lot of them were like good to them, like
Right.
did questionable things but were good parents, then the kids often choose to just stay with those parents, which is what the girl did in this movie.
Wow. What was the movie we had to watch where the adopted kid was actually the parents' niece or nephew? Did we watch that movie, or am I thinking of a different movie?
The documentary?
Yeah.
Nuestros Desaparecidos?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that in that movie? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a separate one. Why? Yeah.
Well, yeah, she was being raised by her aunt and uncle.
That's crazy.
Mm.
I don't know. The disappeared in Argentina is basically the government was going around and kidnapping and torturing all these people. Women are only kept alive if they were pregnant, and they were only kept alive long enough to have the baby, and then they were killed. So there's thousands of Argentinians missing, presumed dead. The government has not said if they're dead or not, because there was so many people. Records were not kept of them, and a lot of people fled from Argentina. I actually babysat for a woman who is from Argentina, and she is about that age that she would have escaped during that time.
Yeah.
I think she would have been a teen when her parents were like, let's go.
Yeah, crazy. Sad. And the babies of these women were adopted by military families often.
Yeah. And even today, like, in Argentina, they have ads asking, like, about the disappeared, and it says, like, do you think your parents are actually your parents? If not, call this number.
Yeah. And there's an organization, Las Madres de la Plaza de Mayo, and they're people who've lost their children or grandchildren, or they've lost their children, and they try to reconnect kids who think that they might not be with their biological parents and reconnect themselves with their children and grandchildren.
Yeah. And the only, like, recognition given to it is, like, for those of, like, the disappeared and those who made it out, they're just given money. Yeah. It's just, like, I don't see how money can fix it. Like,
yeah. I think it's just the only thing that they think they can do, the only contribution. I guess it's good. Like, it's better than doing nothing. I know the money does not replace a loved one, but
no, it doesn't.
I mean, hopefully maybe the money can be used for, like, therapy and counseling from the sad things that
right
brings.
But the same thing was done for slavery, and I don't know how the money just doesn't make sense. There's got to be more that can be done.
Yeah, like helping the mothers of the Plaza of Mayo and just reconnecting people. But unfortunately, there is only so much. If the people have passed away, like, that's permanent, unfortunately.
Yeah. On that note, my lips are really chapped.
Me too, all the time.
I think mine is bleeding. So we're gonna move into our next song, which is from the Disney movie Moana. Yay. And it's sung by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
He sings? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he does everything.
It's called "You're Welcome." And thank you, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah, he's a pretty good singer.
I know. He just could do it all.
It's definitely not auto-tuned at all.
You're welcome. I have a bloody lip.
Oh, jeez. It doesn't look... It looks fine, but you probably feel it.
I taste it.
Oh, yeah. I hate that.
I don't know. I just chew on my lip normally. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. Anyway, moving on. All right. So, yeah, Moana was great. Yeah. I loved it so much.
Yeah. Did you see it with your brother and sister?
I saw it with my sister and Spencer.
Nice.
So, I made Spencer go. My sister and I wanted to go. She's 15.
Oh, I thought
we watched a lot of the same movies. Like, we saw Lights Out together. That movie was so scary. It was so scary. I was, like, crying. It was so scary. I also cried during this movie. I'm just an emotional person.
My mom cried during the Hannah Montana movie. So whenever people say they cry during stuff, I just compare them to that. And I'm like, no, it's okay. My mom cried for Hannah Montana.
That's bad. Yeah, but, like, I cried 3 times during Moana, which is just how many times she sung her, like, theme song.
Yeah.
Yep, I cried. I cried during Lights Out because it was so scary. It's this
I
movie.
hate scary movies.
It's this movie about like every time you turn off the lights, there's this like figure and it like comes and gets ya, and it's so scary.
I'm scared of that movie that I saw ads for. It's like the kid goes to stay at his grandma's house, and like.
Was it an older movie? Was
No,
it The Visit?
The Visit. Yes.
I saw that. That was so stupid.
Oh my gosh.
It was so stupid.
They are stupid, but
Do you want
like,
me to
the
spoil it
commercials
for you?
freak me. Yeah, I'm not gonna see
They
it.
were insane asylum patients, and their grandparents like volunteered at the insane asylum.
Oh my gosh.
And the grandparents were talking about, yeah, our grandkids are coming to see us, and the old people were like, let's do it, and they like killed them and kept them in the back. Oh my god, it was so stupid. It was so bad.
That's freaky. That's
It was so
weird.
bad. And then like there's one scene like towards the end where the guy, like the grandfather, he wears diapers and he didn't want the kids to know, so he like kept it on the shed. And like one of the kids like a germaphobe, he like puts the diaper in his face.
What?
It's a bad movie.
Oh my gosh.
So bad.
Wow.
I love movies.
Yeah, me too. Good thing you work at a movie theater then.
I know, free movies all the time.
Yeah.
I get free movie posters too.
That's really
yeah,
a
so
cool
like
perk.
right now in my room I have my Suicide Squad poster up. I have a Black Mass poster, which was
The Whitey Bulger movie.
yeah, Whitey Bulger.
I wanted to see that,
It's
but
so
it would creep me out.
It was
for
so
sure.
good.
Yeah.
It was so good. I have that. I have a Superman poster from Superman v Batman. I have the Suicide Squad one, and then I also have a Moana one.
Cool.
I also had a Martian one, which Matt Damon was in, but I gave that to my brother. Martian was good. Oh my god, the worst part about working at a movie theater is people come in and pronounce the freaking movie name wrong. Like when we had The Martian, it was The Martin. Two for the Martin, please.
So
No,
they probably thought they were going into like a movie about just a normal guy named
know.
Martin, and then they see this movie of like aliens.
How do you not pronounce Martian right?
I know, that's
What?
crazy.
I mean, like people say, "Can I have 2 tickets to Mona?" I mean, like that's kind of understandable. I correct them, and they're like, "Whatever." One person called it Maui, which is what Dwayne
No.
characters is.
No.
I'm like, how do you even know that?
Maui's like the city, the island. I mean,
well, it's
excuse me.
Dwayne the Rock's character in the movie.
Oh,
so
it
it's
is.
like, how did you even know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really the Martin. 2 for the Martin. No. You may not have 2 for the Martin.
We're not showing any movie named The Martin. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like being so mean though. Like, oh jeez.
Yeah.
It's so cringy.
But you get tired of it because you probably hear it again and again.
My movie theater is also playing like $5 Christmas movies. So like,
Oh.
we had the Polar Express on Saturday for $5.
What's the normal ticket price?
At my theater, we just raised it to $11.65 for an evening, and it's $9.65.
That's random. The
for
65.
Here, it's $11.65 for a matinee, and $15.65.
Yeah, Boston. Welcome to Boston.
I don't know. I think movie tickets are high. They're too
They are.
high. I
Mhm.
think $5 is fine because most of the ticket money goes back to the actual movie production. So
Yeah.
it's not even going towards the movie theater chain. We get all our money from concession, and our concession prices stay relatively the same.
The same, yeah.
There was one point when I started working that we only had quarters in the entire building. We did not have any numbers that would round up to be not divisible. Like, it would all be like 20 by 25 cents. So like
Yep.
it's all divisible by 25 cents. And then they changed prices, so now we had to get pennies, dimes, nickels. That was the worst day
That's
of my
really.
life.
I like the quarter thing. That would be
That was
really
the worst day of my
efficient.
life. I
Yeah.
have to count nickels now. And like when I worked at Barnes and Noble when I was in my junior year, everything was automated. We didn't count the drawers. Our manager did that. Regal, you have to count your own drawer.
Oh,
so it's just like, I don't want to
jeez.
count pennies.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In box office, if you make the mistake, so like in box office, it's all divisible by a nickel, but they give you pennies anyway in case like something weird happens.
Mm-hmm.
So if you make the mistake of opening your pennies, you end up counting 50 pennies.
Jeez. Don't open the pennies.
Don't open the pennies in box office. Do it for concession. You'll use them.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I think
Yeah.
in my town the matinee is 9 and the
Yeah.
evening is 11.
We were 9 up until a few months ago. Like they just started raising prices.
Yeah.
So now we're just $9.65 in the morning. And we also have an RPX theater, which is the Regal Premium Experience, which is just like an
Ooh.
IMAX, but you're not allowed to say that. And that's like $16.95.
Oh,
For an
jeez.
adult ticket in
Oh
the
my
nighttime.
gosh.
My mom will only see movies in the RPX theater too. She
Really?
loves it. She only sees movies in there. She won't.
I thought you were going to say she would only see them in matinees to save money.
Oh, mama. She only watches RPX. Jeez.
We don't have that in my town's movie theater. That sounds
What
pretty
movie
cool,
theater
though.
chain is it? Cinetragic?
Capital. It's not a chain. It's Capitol Theater. There's only one in Arlington and Somerville, which is the town next to mine.
Fair enough.
But in the next town, there's an AMC, which I do go to a lot.
Boo.
Sorry.
Boo.
There's no Regal near me. There's a Regal near me here, but yeah, I would.
Regal's the best.
I'll agree.
I only want to work at this one so I can man the bar, which is the only place in the entire theater you can get tips. And I also just like doing bartending because we have like just like bottles at my theater and I pour them into cups because we can't have the bottles in the theater.
Yeah.
And like we do wine and stuff and I just like doing that.
Yeah.
It's so much easier and I like still get everyone their same things, but like it's mostly just beer and wine.
Totally.
So it's easy. So I would want to work at that theater for that, and also you get tips. So
That's good. That's really good.
only place you can accept tips, and it's like I would come out with like $8 out of night, and that's like a whole nother hour of working.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Good.
yes, that is what I need in my life. Rigo, please.
I don't like it when people aren't allowed to take tips. Like if people
No
are
one's
gonna give
allowed
you
to take tips unless they like insist, but you have to insist they take it back.
Yeah.
Like at Barnes and Noble, people would always insist like you're allowed to take tips when you wrap gifts because we did that for free. But if you're just on your register, you are not allowed to take tips unless they insist. And like I was like told I cannot take tips whatsoever. And like somebody gave me a tip.
Insist, though.
People do insist though.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Like this guy, he like, here, have $1. And I'm like, no, I can't take that. And he's like, here's $1. And then he like just left it on the table. I didn't take it. I just left it.
Oh,
And then my
really?
manager
Should've.
got it and she's like, whose is this? And she brought it over to me. She's like, keep this.
Oh, nice. That's nice of her.
Yeah. A lot of people do insist that you take tips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cousin was a bagger at a supermarket, and like he would often take the carts out for like elderly people, and like they always told him like every day he was not allowed to take tips for that, even though like that's like an extra thing that they would just have the teenagers do because they know the teenagers are like, you know, able-bodied and can lift the bags.
That's weird because
They said it all the time. They were like, we'll find out if you do it, even though if it's in the parking lot. They're like, you are not to take any tips. I'm like, if people volunteer for that, like,
that's
what's
really
the
weird because I
problem?
grew up in a Navy family and we have the Navy Exchange and they had a grocery store with that, and all of the baggers, unless you insisted, would bring your groceries out and you had to tip them.
Oh, so it's like a built-in service.
Yeah, you had to tip them. And my dad would always be like, okay, we can push it this time.
I know, right?
And be like, no, you don't have to take it. But they would want to because, like, you have to tip them then.
Yeah.
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 So I just remembered, like, that was such a big part of my life growing up. Whenever we went to the grocery store, we always had the guy come out with us and he would load it into our car with us. And my dad would just, like, have my brother tip him or have one of us tip him.
Yeah.
So my headphones
are falling
I know. Okay, so we're going to go into our last song of the hour, and then we're just going to go on and say goodbye and stuff like that. Yep. So from the Hamilton mixtape, I'm giving you Satisfied by... Okay, well, thanks whoever decided to call me unknown. Whatever, ruin the song.
I've never seen it say unknown. That's weird.
I kind of want to pick it up. I don't think they're going to leave a voicemail, but, you know, I'm still on air. This is so tempting. Okay, anyway... So next week we're doing a shortened show because Winter Wonderland is being put on by the class of 2020 and I'm class secretary, so I have to help out. Erin is also going to be helping out, so we're just going to do a short show since it starts at 5 and we'll be helping out until then. Any last remarks, Erin?
Excited for Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Last week of the semester, too. Last full week.
Oh, my gosh. Thank goodness. I probably have C's in, like, all my classes, but whatever. It's fine. I actually looked at my Spanish grade, and I have a B, and I'm like, that's not right.
She only put in a few things, so you probably have higher.
Higher? Well, that's great.
She put in, like, random things. She put in, like, the quizzes and, like, one trabajo escrito.
She has 3 in for mine.
Oh, maybe I didn't look correctly.
Gosh,
Don't listen to me.
Whatever. Look, they're not going to leave a voicemail. Or maybe they're just leaving a really long one.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. Maybe somebody like 367 or star 367. Yeah. So Erin and I are going to go off to dinner. Thank you for listening to Sim the Shark Radio. And as always, you can follow the show on Facebook at The Afternoon Rush.
Yep.
We post a show every Wednesday, or we have the show every Wednesday at 4, obviously. And we post it on Thursdays around the same time. So thank you guys for listening this week.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.